I couldn't explain how the moon ended up inside the old baobab tree. But I saw it with my own eyes. I swear, it was there, glowing quietly in the hollow trunk like it belonged. People didn't believe me at first, not even my father. It started the night our village lost its light. The moon was supposed to be full and bright, but the sky was empty. No stars, no moon, just darkness pressing down on us. Some people thought it was a bad omen. The elders said the ancestors were angry. But I didn't believe in curses or spirits. At least, not until that night. I was walking back from the river, carrying water in a clay pot. It wasn't far, but in the dark, every sound felt louder. I kept telling myself it was just the wind or an animal. Then, I saw it, the glow coming from the baobab. At first, I thought it was fire, but it was too soft, too white. I crept closer, careful not to make a sound. When I reached the tree, I peered into the hollow trunk, and that's when I saw it, the moon. It wasn't as big as it looked in the sky, but it was unmistakably the moon. It pulsed gently, like it was alive. I reached out, but the heat stopped me. It wasn't burning like fire, but it was warm, almost like it was warning me not to touch it. I ran back to the village, yelling for everyone to come. The moon is in the baobab. I saw it. I shouted. People laughed, but some followed me out of curiosity. When we got there, the glow was gone. The hollow was just an empty space again. The others shook their heads and muttered things about my imagination. Maybe you were dreaming, Tamba, my father said. I wanted to argue, but how could I? There was nothing to show them. For weeks, I couldn't stop thinking about it. Every night, the moon was missing from the sky, and the village stayed in darkness. Some people started leaving offerings at the tree, fruits, coins, even chickens. The elders said it might appease whatever spirit had stolen the light. I didn't believe in their rituals, but I couldn't ignore what I'd seen. One night, I decided to stay by the baobab until morning. I hid in the bushes nearby, wrapped in my mother's old blanket. Hours passed, and I almost fell asleep. Then, just before dawn, the glow returned. The tree lit up like a lantern, and this time, I wasn't alone. A woman stepped out from the shadows. I didn't recognize her, but she moved like she belonged there. She wore a simple white cloth and carried a small wooden bowl. She knelt before the tree, whispering words I couldn't hear. Then she reached into the hollow trunk and touched the light. It flowed into her hands like water, filling the bowl. She turned and walked toward the river, leaving a faint trail of light behind her. I wanted to follow, but my legs wouldn't move. When I finally got the courage to stand, the glow was fading, and the woman was gone. The next day, I told the elders what I'd seen. They said the woman must have been a moon keeper, a spirit chosen to guard the moon's light. They believed she was using the baobab as a resting place. They forbade anyone from going near the tree again. That night, the moon returned to the sky, bright and full as if nothing had happened. The village celebrated, but I couldn't forget the woman or the light in the tree. To this day, I wonder if she'll come back. Sometimes, when the night is quiet, I sit by the baobab and wait, hoping to see her again. But the tree has stayed dark ever since. And the moon, it still shines, like it's keeping a secret only I know.